Marina, hello.
Hi, hi,
Hello.
dear.
Let me hug you. I am very happy
Oh,
to have you here.
me
Really.
too, me too. That is really, really nice to
Mhm.
be with you here, first time. So I'm very glad,
Yeah.
very excited, like
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
So,
That's first time,
so
despite we are friends for a long time, but
absolutely.
I hope we will meet regularly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, that is the first time, not the last. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, definitely,
okay.
definitely.
Well,
Mhm.
well, I know you better than you to me because you are a Facebook star of the English group. So
Thank you
I
very
know
much.
a lot of I know a lot of things about you. But well, you I think that you know only my name
Mhm.
and maybe where I from. I don't know, but well.
Yeah, I know
Um,
where you're from. I
yes.
know. Mhm.
So, and well, do you have some question for me, or I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
how
of
we
course,
how
of
we
course. I have desired to know you closer, and please
Mhm.
say me about you. Mhm. Say me
Perfect.
about you.
Well, I was born in Peru, in South America,
Mhm.
and around 11 years ago, I came to live here in France.
Mhm.
And well, I live in France now. And at the beginning, I live in Paris for
Mhm.
6 or 7 years, and
Mhm.
now I
Oh.
stay at the in the south of France, southeast of France, near
Mhm.
to the sea. So it's a beautiful place. And well, I'm married with a Frenchman,
Mhm.
and he prefers being here in the south. He
Mhm.
loves the sun and the heat.
Mhm.
Not really me, but well, it's like that. But I love to go to Paris frequently
Mhm.
because of work or to see my friends.
Mhm.
So I go frequently there. Well,
Mhm.
that is
Wow,
me.
great, wonderful. So, I'm really surprised that you are living in France for a long time, uh, over 6 years. Over 6 years?
Oh, no, 11, almost 11 years.
11 years.
Mhm.
Wow,
Yes,
wonderful.
yes,
Do you know French very well, I guess? Yeah.
yes, yes.
Wow.
I know that you want to learn or you want to practice your French. I don't know if you study a little already French.
You're right.
Mm?
Yeah, uh, I've made several attempts to learn French,
Mm-hmm.
but um, mm, I almost quit it of it. I go back and how to
Mm-hmm.
say uh, mm, off and on. I am learning
Okay. Mm-hmm.
French off and on, but I don't know. mm, I don't know a lot about French, but just in beginning cases.
Yes, you can communicate a little. The basic words, the basic
Oh,
phrases.
I
You
I
can.
can I can say so. I've just I had just started mm, to get knowledge about grammar, about some.
Okay.
Uh, I forgot how to say it.
Different kind of
Basic
pronunciation, maybe. Mm-hmm.
pronunciation and basic
Well,
um, things like you, me,
mm-hmm.
and I forgot how it name
Je,
English
toi,
sounds.
tu.
Yeah,
Ouais.
two are
Yes.
yeah. Nous avons, vous avez.
Nous avons, vous savez, très bien, mais très bien. Bravo, Herbie.
Just little.
That is very, very good. No, French is it's a little complicated, and I think that you need a lot of motivation for really stay and study French,
Mhm,
because English you can find the motivation easier, I think, because for example, now we can communicate because of English.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
but maybe in French, well, if you live here in France, it's
Mhm,
necessary, but not really when you live in other places, in other countries, and you want to communicate with people all around the world.
mhm,
English is the best tool.
mhm,
So French is it's wonderful. It's really nice, a language. I love it. It's for that that I start my studies of French when I live in my country in
mhm,
Peru. But it's not really in at the beginning when I started. I don't really thought to go away to come here in France. It's
mhm,
really because I love the language. My father learned French for himself,
mhm.
and
Wonderful. Wow.
yes, yes,
Living in Peru, he was
yes,
learning French.
exactly.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Great. Mhm,
and you know why? Because, for example, my father, when he was younger, he go to gathering with other people that, for example, are interested in art, literature, and all that.
mhm,
And there, for example, no French.
mhm,
What was a sign of I don't know, to people that really belong to this kind of circles. You see, to people really interested
mhm,
to knowledge, to different kind
mhm,
of things.
mhm,
Really, I don't know. It's like like a sign that you are really you really belong to this kind of circles of artistic people, you know, or
mhm,
artist people. So my father was very interested on that, and he learned French, and he told me a lot about French. I always
mhm,
listen to the French music, Edith Piaf, you know, and well, I was interested, and when I have the opportunity, when I had the opportunity to start my studies, I do it, and after that, I have the opportunity to go to come here and continue my studies, my studies in doing a master degree here in France. So it's for that that I come here. I came here.
Wonderful, great. It's really
Yeah.
interesting being in Peru. You got some knowledge and
Mhm.
deep to French culture, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so uh,
Mhm.
uh, you was willing mm, uh, to meet uh, French in reality, and so maybe
Yes.
that's
Mm.
because you choose mm, the French France
Mm.
uh, to move
Maybe.
here.
Maybe. Yes. I no, not really. For moving, it's really because I have the opportunity to come here. Uh, I don't know, present before me, and I take it. So, but no, I don't know. But it's real. It's true that, for example, the Alliance Française. I don't know if I suppose in Russia, you have an Alliance Française. It's the place where you go to study French, and we have the biggest one in the world in
Mhm,
Peru. and with more students there. So it's people, Peruvian people in all cases, it's very interested to learn French.
Mhm.
And of course, English. We have English like I don't know everyone in the world. Uh, we have English during the school, but it's really basic. It's not really very uh, good
Mhm.
like course.
Mhm.
When you want to learn or you want to really speak English after that, you must
Mhm.
to take another kind of course. I think that it's the same for everyone. I don't know. In the school, it's not really good the English course. Maybe if you go to a bilingual school,
Mhm.
English and Spanish, for example, there you have a lot of course. You must speak, so it's different. But in my case, no. No.
Mhm. Oh,
And
thank you very
what
much
about you?
uh, uh, for your really interesting telling. Mhm.
Yeah.
About me,
No.
I live, as you know, I live in Russia, in Elista city.
Mhm.
Elista city, it is capital of Republic of Kalmykia. It's located
Mhm.
in on southern part of Russia, next to Caspian
Mhm.
Sea. Uh,
Mhm.
my nation is Kalmyk.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Uh, so I decided to learn English in hope to find and to get some job via internet, maybe on American English resources, and
Mhm.
just to mm, to earn money. But I don't know. mm, uh, Life turned so that learning languages became my passion, and so
Mhm.
right now I learn Ukrainian and my
Oh.
native language, Kalmyk language, and
Mhm.
at the
Wow.
same time, yeah. So
You are a polyglot. You are a polyglot. But it's true. You speak a lot of languages now.
oh, no, actually not. I can talk a little in French and
Mhm.
in my native language, but I can say that I know them. Mm, just basic phrases, a little understanding, and
Mhm.
nothing more.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
definitely I know English better than these two one.
Okay, but the Ukrainian and your native language are similar to Russian, or they are really different? For example, a Russian people that
Ukrainian,
only speak Russian
mhm.
can
Ukrainian
understand
and
Ukrainian,
Russian
or no?
is relative. Uh,
Okay.
Ukrainian and Russian is relative, but my native language is totally
Mm-hmm.
different. It's totally different
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
uh, my uh, nation kind of Mongolian people,
Okay.
and so
Mm-hmm.
it's my native language, close, very similar with Mongolian language. Mhm,
Okay. Okay.
mhm.
And Mongolian language, it's more or close to, for example, Chinese
Oh, no, 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 no,
or
no, 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 no.
no?
It is separated. Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
very different from
Okay.
Chinese, from Japanese, from Korean. It is how to say, it is um, uh, separated. Mongolian Mongolian language has several branches. Mhm,
Okay.
branches.
It's
Mhm.
like a tree.
Yeah, like a tree. And so Mongolian language is a root, something root.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. And on the writing for this language, for example, for your native language, is with signs or with letters?
With letters, with letters.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
my mm, my native language has the same letters as the Russian language. It is.
Okay. I see.
Mhm,
I know a little. I see the writings from Russian, and
mhm,
I I I heard that it's not really very difficult to understand when you know correctly the alphabet, the Russian alphabet. For me, it's I don't know. I never read or try to study Russian,
mhm.
and so I don't understand anything. So, but it's interesting. Maybe sometime I don't know, but.
Mhm.
Uh, in all case, in my list, it's not in the first position, but I maybe I will put it in my list for learn someday.
Mhm. Yeah, why not? Why not? Some people are interested in the Russian language, and I don't know why they need Russian language. If they wanna move
I don't
to,
know.
if they wanna move to Russia, that's obvious. Of
Yes.
course, it's good to
Mm-hmm.
know Russian. But if they
Mm-hmm.
mm, don't want to learn to live in Russia. Why? I don't know.
Of course.
I have no idea what for.
Yes. Yeah.
Just to
I
read.
agree with you.
Mhm. Maybe
Yes,
just
it's
to
that.
read. Uh-huh. Maybe
Yes,
just to read.
I heard.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me. Uh-huh.
No, no, sorry. No, you are right. You are right.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you. I agree with you because I heard just some some woman that said that she wants to learn Russian for read uh, all the Russian literature
Mhm.
in Russian
Mhm.
and understand better the feeling of the authors. It's different. It's different when you read something in the
Mhm.
original language. It's
Mhm.
maybe it's one of the reasons, of course, and
Classic,
move, of course.
classic literature. Do you mean?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Mhm.
Uh, that's true. They are right. Russian language definitely mm, is obviously is really beautiful language, and
Mhm.
I like read the Russian books, and I love a lot Russian writers like Dostoevsky,
Mhm.
Pushkin,
Mhm.
Chekhov. It's yeah, of course, it's worth
Mhm.
to know Russian to read l- Russian literature.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
But I
Mm,
think
mm,
every language, French, um, of course,
Spanish.
Spanish,
Mhm. Mhm.
English, German, has their
Mhm.
own writers that um, wrote very
Mhm.
very interesting, good, and beautiful. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, of course. But it's true that we can learn all the language around the world. So sometimes the traductions of the books are enough to learn all the knowledge that
Mhm.
is go it's in this wonderful world. So well, but it's true that it's better when you can read in the native language. That is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I forget what I want to say. Well, we talk about languages. Um, oh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. That's
you
okay.
you know
Nothing wrong with it.
you know yes, you are very lucky, because if I told you to talk with you yesterday, I I um, I couldn't yesterday really go to the internet because I was sick.
Ah.
Yes, I'm not really well yet, but I had a migraine problem. I don't know if
Ah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very hard headache.
Mm-hmm.
So until now, I still a little uh, weird. I don't. It's difficult for me focalize my attention for a long time. But
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I was really KO. I can I can move a lot. So I was really sick yesterday. Now I'm better. Fortunately for talking with you.
Oh. Really, you're right. I'm very
Mm.
lucky man, and so
I don't
and
know. I'm not very good today, but well.
oh, thank you very
But
much. I really appreciate it.
no.
Mhm. I really appreciate. But I wanted to add that I am lucky. There is another reason because yesterday.
Mhm.
The whole day was I had no electricity. And
Oh.
if we made schedule for yesterday for Monday,
Mhm.
I couldn't come to you. But today
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
lucky. I have electricity and my internet works
We
well.
we are
And
lucky, so
mhm, yeah,
we are lucky,
yeah.
both of us. That is cool. Yes, I'm really glad to talk with you. Uh, there there was a long time. There is a long time that we want to talk, and well, we can shuttle, but now, well, we are here,
Mhm.
and we don't have a concrete subject to talk. That is fine.
Mhm. Oh, uh, in any way, to see you, it is great delighting for me. And please
That's nice.
tell me, did you have you uh, have you had today breakfast?
Yes, I
Yes.
have no, well, breakfast. I have only a coffee,
Mm-hmm.
a strong coffee that helps me with my headache because
Mm-hmm.
of the caffeine. It's very good for
Mm-hmm.
blood circulation, so
Mm-hmm.
that helped me with my headache. And that's all. I drink a coffee. That was my breakfast today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm not really hungry. With I'm a little sick. I'm not really hungry. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
I hope
well, it's okay.
you will be well for today
Yes,
and
yes.
further. And mm,
Yes, yes, don't worry. I spend a lot of time in front of my computer. Maybe it's that um, start my problem, because I'm writing an article now,
mhm,
and I must to send the text for a correction.
Mhm.
Sunday, and I work very hard, and maybe that we spend a lot of time in front of the computer. You see with the lights, with the LED lights of the screen,
Mhm.
and well, a little stress to try to finish. Well, maybe all this combination of factors make that trigger my headache
Mhm.
problem. So,
Mhm.
but it's okay. It's not the first time, but it's okay. I must rest when normally when I have that take a medicine and rest because the light is very annoying when you have a migraine problem.
Mhm. Mhm.
And well, after that it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, now
Uh-huh.
I feel better.
Mhm. Okay. Great. Thank you very much, Marina.
No,
Uh,
thank
mm,
you, RD, and I hope next time we will organize better, have a subject maybe for discuss together, and I don't know,
mhm. Yeah,
spend
of
time.
course. We will find to talk about. That's not big problem, I think, because you are very curious.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, I would like to. No, I don't know. Next time, if you want, we can talk about climate change. This kind of subjects are very interesting for me.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe I
That's
don't
true.
know.
And
Mm,
uh, besides, I'm very interested about volunteer working as you've shared
oh
with.
yes,
With
African Mercy,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
about African
Uh-huh.
Mercy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
That was very very interesting subject,
Mm-hmm.
and I uh, I watched your interview with Laura with great interest. It was really
Thank you, thank you.
wonderful to get known that some people helps others for priority,
Mm-hmm.
and it is very important to know. Mhm.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're right, and I think that this kind of organizations, altruistic activities,
Mhm.
uh, will be more know it, or I don't know,
Mhm.
um, transmits, or
Mhm.
uh, it's very important to know that there are a lot of people that really care for the I don't know people that have haven't no resource that
Mhm.
really are in bad condition with really health problems. So it's very important to know that and try to help. It's true that it's complicated to be volunteer,
Mhm.
but if we can donate at least, it's already an important thing to do. So,
Mhm.
um, well,
Mhm. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mhm. Okay, I
thank
don't want
you.
to take a lot of time of you, but I
Hmm.
hope soon we will meet again, and
Yes, yes,
mm, I will be I will be only very glad to talk with you.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. Me too.
Just
Me
for
too.
practice, just for practice. We should
Of
do
course.
practice a lot, and it is the main reason to
Hmm.
mm, uh, how to change our
Hmm.
opinion. Hmm. Yeah.
Yes, you are right, and I think that, for example, now I feel myself really pushing myself in a hard way because I really don't have the good shape for talking even in my native language or in French.
Mm-hmm.
Could be difficult for me express myself now. So I'm
Yeah.
doing that. I'm really it's really a challenge for me. So it's good. I think that the video will be awful, but well.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Uh, in any way, your appearance here is wonderful. I'm very excited. Thank you very much.
Me too.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you. And bye for now,
Bye
RD,
for now.
and thank you.
Uh-huh.
And go ahead. You are a really active person with a very clear goal in your learning process, and you help a lot of people to continue. You are an inspiration. So you have a really good role here in this group,
Oh, thank
in
you
all
very
the groups
much.
where you are.
Thank you very much. I am happy that my
You're welcome.
activities helps someone else.
My pleasure.
Hmm.
Don't
Okay.
worry. Well,
Bye bye.
bye, Yerdi. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thanks for you too. Bye.